So, Alfonso, you've been using the Dyson system for a couple of days, a couple of weeks now. What were your first impressions when you set it up?
Really nice. I mean, it's easy to set up. I do use Dyson as a product in other, like my personal house as well. And I guess the way that we perceive Dyson is always like a high-end and quality product, and I think the HEPA Cool system is exactly in line with the rest of the product that they produce in their range. So, to answer your question, what I had in writing in here for me was really smart. The design is compact and modern, and yeah, definitely easy to install, and it doesn't make any noise. So we used to have a different filter system from a different brand that was a lot more noisy, so you were aware that it was in there, rather than the one from Dyson is much more discreet and elegant. Let's put it this way.
Yeah. And in that sense, does it blend in well with your surgery and your practice?
The new surgery that we've set up is the one that I think we did the interview with FBA, with the Castellini. So it's all really modern and brand new. So blend really well. And in all fairness, also is one of those things where, patient they've made comment, because again, as I said, has got the typical Dyson style of the hair. So again, it's one of those things where patients they've made comment, because that also creates some fresh air. In all fairness, in the last couple of weeks, it has been particularly hot. It's been quite pleasant to have around.
Yeah, definitely. So how easy is the Dyson unit to use, and how effective do you feel it is?
It's really easy to use. Control remote makes even easier, because again, like the previous one we had, didn't have a remote control, so we had to change the setting. Thank you, Christina. We had to change the setting. So proper Italian, you see, arrive in the office, coffee appeared. Because the other one we had to kind of, based on the procedure, if we were going to generate an AGP, then we had to turn the speed of the filter on, rather than this one. We've got the remote control next to the chair. The unit is on a corner, and based on the procedure that we're performing, we're just changing the setting with the remote control. I think it's got also the auto mode, which from my understanding is just adjusting based on the air and the space around. So that is quite good as well.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. And how long does it take to have a noticeable impact on the surgery?
My room is quite big room, so probably you need to leave it on probably for 5-10 minutes to have a noticeable impact. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So it's still relatively quick then, even despite having quite
relatively. And again, I think the good things in this case is that we had the other one, another one before, so with comparing, you will feel the difference. It's definitely quicker than the other, and the difference is more noticeable too.
You mentioned before that patients have noticed it and commented. What kind of comments are you getting?
Again, like, they like the design. Again, as I said, has got the Dyson look that I think is kind of works well in their brand awareness. When someone sees that type of shape, they know that it's a Dyson. And the Dyson obviously is, as I said, in terms of the way that the brand is perceived by the public, is perceived as a quality brand. So it is a positive comment to say, you've got a Dyson filter in the surgery. Nice. And again, comment in the last couple of weeks with that little breeze was also even more positive for the patients.
That's the other point. It's not just about the fact that you've got the Dyson. It also makes the whole experience more comfortable for the patients coming into the surgery.
Yeah, and ultimately, this is what these things are for. So, I mean, we are here for the patients, and we are investing in the equipment. We are investing in into the technology, because we want to make sure that we are offering the best that we can, not just in terms of the quality of the dental treatment, but I strongly believe that patients judge the whole experience from the moment that they're working on reception to the moment that they leave, and they judge the interaction, they'll judge the decor of the place, of the practice, they'll judge the equipment, and I have to say we always get positive comment in terms of. You might have seen some of the photos of my surgeries. It's a modern surgery with all the technology, and that blend well with the rest of what we've got in there.
Perfect. So you mentioned it's relatively simple, straightforward to use. Once it's up and running, does it require any maintenance, or can you just leave it to run?
No, I think it's quite easy to in terms of maintenance. Again, like I'll be completely honest on that one. I will reply and tell you what I heard from my nurse. She say chain filters and wipe off, but easy to do, and the design allow it. So it's one of those things that for them also is important, because especially when you are in a surgery and generating aerosol, need to be easy to clean. And the design of that, for example, again, comparing with what we had before, that was more like kind of a old aircon style, where you've got the little, almost like grooves on the top, is a lot less cleanable. Rather than here, you go there and much easier to clean and maintain.
Following all that, would you recommend the Dyson unit to other dentists?
Yeah, definitely, I would say so, because I think is just a better machine than what I've seen around. And again, as I said, I strongly believe that is an investment on for us as well, because again, the quality of the hair that we work in, and that is probably the room that I spend more time of my life, is important. So I would say is important for us, for our staff that is with me in that room, and for the patients. So it's just one of those things where sometimes people they say, yeah, but what's the benefit? I mean, I like to reverse the question, and the question is why not? Why not going for the best that you can get? If it's going to improve the quality of the hair, it's going to improve the patient experience, and it's going to improve your working environment.